Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am cold. Gotta warm up over here. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Story Rebuild Part 2. We're gonna, once I warm up, we're going to work on the story rebuild. We're gonna be working on adding newer characters and other things like that to the story. Oh, excuse me. But before we do that, I do want to talk about a few things. Mainly about Power World. I know there's a lot of controversy in the artist community going around about it. Mainly from the perspective of AI art, and that they used AI to mash the things together to create the monsters they have. Currently, it is not proven. It is just what everybody is saying. Of course, the developers haven't come out and said anything yet. For right now, I will keep playing it. I will stream it when I want to stream it. I've already paid for it. I've already bought it. I've already enjoyed it. There's no denying that. The game has been a big hit. But again, I don't like AI art. If it is 100% true they did use AI art to literally make everything, then yeah. But if they just blatantly took things and smashed them together, artist style, without AI, still scummy, but currently better. Yeah. So, unless proven otherwise, we'll keep playing and going with Power World. Again, it is a fun game. It is what Pokemon should be. If Nintendo would stop being sissy little babies. But yeah. So for right now, Power World has been a massive success. If you haven't heard, they say they've sold over 4 million copies, which seems suspicious, truthfully. Hey, welcome. But yeah, they've said they've sold over 4 million copies, and they do have, now granted, this seems a little more far-fetched to me personally. I don't think they could be scumming the numbers, but they do currently hold the highest concurrent user count ever on Steam, which is a testament. Granted, the game is good. People say it's a scam. It's hard to believe that it's a scam when the game actually works. It is not like the day before, which was legitimately a scam. Like, the developers have a reason to keep this game going currently. Again, I just want to talk about Power World for a few minutes because it irritates me. Not that people are saying it's AI art, they used AI to make the monsters and what have you. It irritates me that people are only saying it after the game released. That's when the vocal majority have come out, is what I mean. They've been talking about the PALs. They've released information on each of the PALs that you can get access to throughout the game's period, but it's funny how only after the game releases do I see all these messages pop up. It's the belated birthday, Beelzebub! I missed you yesterday. I didn't have anything super planned, I'm sorry. I just wanted to sing happy birthday to you. That was really my plan for yesterday. But I know you were probably having a very good birthday. I hope you had a good birthday. But a belated happy birthday to Beelzebub. And to the many more birthdays to come. But for right now, we gotta talk more about Power World, because the good and the bad. The good and the bad with it. The current negative for me in the game. It's really it's the major negative is the AI art. If it's 100% true that they've been using AI art to do the game for their monster designs, I may not stream it going forward. I'll probably play it because I bought it. I bought the game. Can't do anything about that. Do I support AI art? Not really. I dislike it tremendously. Within the current fashion of what it is right now. But Power World is a good game. It's fun. Ow! I'm trying to be serious here. Oh yeah, I got that to work finally. I got the tits to work finally. I don't know what was up with yesterday. I don't know why I was doing that yesterday. That was weird. It was very weird that it wasn't working yesterday. I don't know why. But yes, if you want to get Power World, feel free to get it. Don't let it, what anybody says, deter you from getting a game that you like. I personally will never buy a game from Blizzard or support Blizzard in any way. That's just me. Some of their games good? Yes. Will I support them? No. But again, it's a mixed bag right now. A lot of it is just Pokemon ripoff. They stole Pokemon, AI art. That's the main thing. That's really the main bad parts I hear about Power World. The good things is it's a good fun game. It's stupid. It leans to the meme territory. People compare it to Fortnite, and I'm just like, Fortnite's literally a meme. That's the whole point of Fortnite. It's just a massive meme in general. So again, I'll play it if I want to play it. If it's been proven 100% that they stole and used AI for Power World, I won't stream it. I'll play it on my own. Probably play it in Discord with you guys, etc., but I probably won't stream it. But for right now, until proven otherwise, we'll stream and play Power World. Now on to the good news. The good news. There is no good news. There's just news. There is no news. There's just me. We are going to be doing the story rebuild. Part 2. Part 2 of the story rebuild. I forgot to activate. Nope. Why do I even have you there? There is the cake. There is the cake. Okay. Put you over there. No, not that. Like that. There we go. Yes, story rebuild part 2. We're going to be setting up more of the characters, more of the fun, more of the so forth in between everything else. Yeah, we're going to be doing that. My hands are cold because it is cold where I am. So I may be slower today. The key thing we want to go over today is we want to cover... Sorry for me yawning. Oh, excuse me. I'm more tired than I thought. For right now, we're going to try to get the main cast done. Because that's the important thing, is to just get them done and finished up and set up and ready to go. That's the main point. That's the main point we want to get done, is just get them set up, ready, and then next time we can work on terms and definitions and so forth. All right, so we have our main cast right now. Oh God, hold on. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I'm way more tired than I need to be, which was weird because I was fine until right before stream. All right, so we have our main character, Zero, the protagonist. We have Bear, our best friend and father figure. We have Alicia, the female protagonist. And Hilda, she is the moral compass of the group. So we need to add character sketch. So the next character shall be Fasha. Fasha, we'll make her a bit younger. Now, what do I want to do with this character? I do want to introduce somebody who's from a different group that won't be in the main group super a lot, but will be in the group beforehand, if that makes any sense. I don't think it does. I want to add someone. I want to add her. Thank you. We thank you tremendously. We thank you tremendously. I can only do it like this with this one on like this side. Unfortunately, if I do it with this one, you can't see shit. Hello, Lupin. Welcome. Okay, so Fasha. Hey, Dragon, welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Story Rebuild, Chapter 2. True, that's kind of what I was thinking. I wanted to have her... Here, I'll explain it better by clicking over characters. So Zero and Bear, the two of them meet at the start of the story. Bear meets Zero. I haven't solidified it, but I'm thinking of a storybook with art. There'll be pictures later on. Right now, it's just the basis. Getting the novel set up, the characters and descriptions and things like that. So that when we get to the story, we have stuff to knock off of. Or, you know what I mean. Hopefully you know what I mean. But no, Zero and Bear, they meet at the start. Bear rescues Zero, or doesn't rescue it, but Bear meets Zero after Zero wakes up from the cryopod. I have an inkling of how it's going to happen, but I'm not 100% on the exact how it's going to happen. But they meet on the smuggler's ship, Zero and Bear. They escape in Bear's ship, which I will say, Bear's trying to get his ship from the smugglers. So they escape on Bear's ship, and then et cetera. I don't know exactly how they're going to meet with Alicia, because I want to change her backstory a bit. Her backstory to something different. I want to keep the songstress, because I do like her being a songstress, but I want to change up some of the stuff. I might not. We might keep it. I was thinking that first Zero and Bear escape the smuggler's ship. After they escape, they go and head to Hilda's location, to the brothel planet, or station. I forget which exactly I put it as. Yeah, they head there, they meet her, more stuff happens, and then I was thinking, This is when Fasha was introduced, would be introduced into the story. An ally that's not really an ally, kind of like an anti-ally. No, that doesn't make sense. Um, what's the best example? What would be the best example for this character that I'm trying to think of? Uh, they're not an anti-hero. They're not. I'm guessing a military fault. No, fuck, I can't. All right, well, you know what? We'll get to that. We'll get to that. Right now, we need to We need to get her age. She's a lycanthrope, so she technically. She is a female lycanthrope. I can spell that correctly for once. So, I mean, she ages. She has about 120 years for her age. Her race's age. You know, they're a bit different in how they age and breed and yada yada yada. Shmida shmada shmuda. But I do want to make her older. Let's see. How old is Bear? He's 39. Zero is 32. Alicia is 372. Hilda is 53. Yeah, we're gonna have our dear Fasha. We're gonna have her be. Let's see. If the legal age, let's say the legal age in military is 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 8, 10. I mean, nope. Yeah. So 28 would be 10 years. We'll have her be 29. So she's had 11 years in the military. 80? No. She's got to be young. Not like. Let me rephrase that. She's got to be younger to fit the role of the story. I don't mind having an older character, but we got to work that character in there. That is not what I want. She's a 29-year-old female lycanthrope. Alright, I will grab some water. Alright, I grabbed some water. Alright, roll in the story. She's not an anti-hero. And she's not a rival. I'm guessing it would be like a neutral enemy. Oh, like basically they're not allies, but they team up as needed. Like the easiest example, and I know a lot of people don't know this. If you've seen Gundam Seed Destiny, you'll kind of understand what I'm trying to get at. In Gundam Seed Destiny, you know, the Archangel and like, you know, Kira and the Freedom and all them played like a role that tried to stop the war. They were like a third party, but they weren't trying to really progress the war. No, that doesn't make any sense. We got the moral compass. Hilda's the moral compass. She's the one that kind of guides Zero and the group in the right direction morally, even though she's literally kind of not. Projectors are the same. They team up, but their dreams are collide. Pretty much. Like, she's not an inherently evil person. She's very neutral. Role in the story. So I don't want her to be on the team all that much until later on. Like she meets them early, but she doesn't really become a main part of the story until later. is the whole purpose. But I guess we'll have it be enemy to ally. The role in the story. We'll change it when we can figure it out, per se. Let's see. Her height. All right. Her height, she's going to be, how tall is Bear? He's 6'4", okay. She'll be 5'6" or 168 centimeters. So that's how tall she is. The weight for an average female. I just do this for myself. The Google, accordingly, says a 5'6" female between 117 and 143. She is a lycanthrope, so we can add some more meat onto her bones. But we'll put her at 140. Which brings it to 63 kilograms. Again, this is all according to I was about to say Google. So if you have any problem with my measurements or units of measure, take it up with Google. All right, her hair color, it is ash gray. And I think it was I want to say shoulder length. Shoulder length gray hair. Her eye color, it is yellow. Basic yellow for her eyes. She has white skin with gray fur along her spine. That's the characteristics of all lycanthropes that I have in the story. Is that each of them, every lycanthrope has fur that goes from the base of their neck to the base of their tail along their spine. Don't ask me why, I just thought it was cool. Special characteristics. This is going to be harder for her than I thought it would be, because the special characteristics aren't much. Gotta have some special characteristics that I could think of. Longer than average tail. Her tail is quite big compared to most. That's a lad. What else? I don't think we're gonna do that today. That guy can be saved for some other day. Longer than average tail. Hey, Chaos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Chipped upper fang tooth. As most, wolves would have it. I'm just tired from work, trying to get up my energy, which is strange because I've felt fine before stream. The moment stream happened, I was like, oh, I'm so tired. But I'm fine. I am perfectly fine. Just tired. Yeah, she's got one of her fangs on the upper fangs. Upper right fang. Her upper right fang is chipped. It's a simple detail, but we want to add some simple details to a character. We don't want all the details to be super, complicated. Ugh. Also, it's cold where I am, so I'm like bundling up. Like my right hand is cold as shit. Chipped upper right fang tooth, longer than average tail. Started working now? Ah. Well, hopefully your workday goes good and is quick and painless. Unlike mine, which was long and painful. Then again, that's all my days. Every day I work, that's long and painful. Special characters. You know what? Freckles. She has freckles. Damn it, she has freckles. Oh, the morning and afternoon shifts aren't too many calls. Well, that's good. All right, her personality. Her personality. I do too. I work the night shift at my job, but my job is retail, so I stock shelves. And I hate my bosses, but that's a different point. Personality. Commanding. Headstrong. Unbending. Unbending. Commanding and headstrong. We want her to be strong and commanding. Like she's literally got to be commanding because she's literally. We'll get to it in a second, but she's literally got to. But we do want to make her a bit of a ditz. Like, not stupid, but she has her moments of comedic timing. I'm going to make her a little bit aloof. Slightly aloof. She's very commanding. She's very strong. She's tactical. She's very tactical. Commanding, headstrong, slightly aloof, and tactical. She's a very military-driven person, and her occupation is why. Let me Google this real quick because I just want to make sure. If I can spell words correctly. Okay, according to Google. All right. She's an admiral. Hold on, let me rephrase that. Federation Admiral of the Fifth Fleet. She's literally an admiral of the Federation's Fifth Fleet. So she literally commands an entire fleet of giant star cruiser killers, starships. So she's got to be very headstrong. Federation Admiral of the Fifth Fleet. So yeah, she's the Fifth Fleet Admiral of the Federation, which is kind of the neutral territory in the three factions between the Republic, the Federation, and the Empire. They're kind of the neutral guys. They're not perfect by any means, but you know, they are better than some. All right, we're gonna skip the backstory because we want to warm up to that. Her gear, the entire Fifth Fleet. Because if we don't put that in there, it feels weird. Because she literally commands the Fifth Fleet. That's her weapon. But you know, that's just going over the board. But she also carries two pistols, a combat knife, a longsword, we'll do with a weapon that I give 0, plasma katana. We'll give her a plasma katana too. Personalized energy module, energy shield module, duh. And a gauntlet. She literally carries around literal gauntlets when she walks around. Yeah, she's a very, she doesn't carry around the katana with her everywhere, but she does carry around like the knife, the pistols, and the gauntlet, and the module is always with her because you know that's just basic shield math. She technically does pilot arms. An Admiral Combat Class Arms Unit. It's Admiral class only because, you know, it's only Admirals ever use it. Alright. So let's get some backstory. Some backstory for our female lycanthrope Admiral, who's only 29. She's got to be strong. Member Federations. Federation's highest wealthiest noble families. She was fast-tracked from birth A member of the Federation's wealthiest noble families, she was fast-tracked from birth to become a symbol of the Federation's power. She was taught. She was trained and taught the ways of business and strategy alongside military training. The age of 14, she had already created, funded, bankrupted. Is that actually how you spell bankrupted? It already created, funded, bankrupted, and bought multiple businesses. I can spell bankrupted correctly, but I can't spell multiple. And passed the passed her military's entrance exam. Again, she's only 14. So, you know, she is smart. She's not stupid. She's aloof, not stupid. Once in the military, she was immediately, if I can spell immediately, immediately rated to captain. Actually, you know what? We're gonna make it do this. We're gonna do the usual thing to admiral of the 5th Fleet. She spent the next. So let's see. So she immediately at the age 18, she joined the military. She was instantly promoted to admiral. She no whatsoever. That's how much they saw in her. So she spent the next 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So we'll say 5 years. So half of her time because she's 5 years. So she spent the next 5 years proving her worth on numerous battles and command missions, earning her the nickname. And we're gonna go with the running gag for the character. Earning her the nickname Nickname Lone Wolf. I know, stupid, cheesy. Fuck it. We're going for it. I want to do it. Currently carries her and the 5th Fleet. Currently located on the outer rim of the universe. Arming humanitarian. I cannot spell that correctly. Humanitarian. Nope, hold on. Outer rim of the universe. I'll go to the outer rim of the universe. On routine. On command by the Federation's Council. During a routine patrol, she comes across a ship in combat. That ship is across a ship. That is how she enters into the story. I know, dumb, but quick to the point. Again, hey, Sabara, welcome. At the end of the universe. At the edge of the known universe, basically. You know, dark space, you know, all that stuff that you see in movies. Known space, you know what I mean. But yeah. Alright, so this is Fasha, a member of the Federation's wealthiest noble families. She was fast-tracked from birth to become a symbol of the Federation's power. She was trained and taught the ways of business and strategy alongside military training. By the age of 14, she had already created, funded, bankrupted, and bought multiple businesses and passed her militaries. How do you... Is militaries not an actual thing? Military entrance exam. Fuck it. Once in the military, she was immediately promoted to Admiral of the 5th Fleet. She spent the next 5 years proving her worth on numerous battles and command missions, earning her the nickname Lone Wolf. Her and the 5th Fleet are currently located on the outer rim of the universe, on command by the Federation's Council. During a routine patrol, she comes across a ship, and that... Welcome. A ship, and that is how she enters into the story. I actually like that better. God, that sounds like a much better backstory than what I thought up originally, which doesn't really have a good backstory for her to begin with, so this was definitely a welcome change to my thought process.
Even bigger Hanaga hoops. Humongous hungalonga no logongas.
Are you telling me you want the other model? You want this one? Is that what you want? If you want the other model, you got to do change places. Remember that. Remember. All right.
Change places.
Okay, so just to make sure, you want this model, right? All right, we gotta have some notes for the character. These are just small things I can use when writing the story to pull off of. They don't have to be anything amazing. Okay, so you did want this one. All right, I'm just making sure. These notes are just something that I draw off of. These aren't anything specific, just generalizations of the character's context. But I always like to have a character have specific drinks. So she likes drinking black coffee. She just likes drinking plain coffee. She doesn't like anything in it. Lost my train of thoughts when the humongolo big. Oh, I wanted to add it because I know you guys are all men of culture. Well, rephrase. A chat of culture. We don't single anybody out over here. Everybody's included. You guys are chat. You guys are a chat of culture. Yeah, she just likes to drink black coffee, which is why her by her command are always weirded. Somebody's like, I like to have an iced chai latte, and she's like, I just want coffee. Just give me black coffee. If you put one cream in there, I'm breaking your kneecaps. Because she can do it. She's literally a female lycanthrope. Literally, in the standpoint, lycanthropes are as strong as pantheras. Lycanthropes, pantheras, and centaurs are basically the strongest physically in the series. Okay, let's see. I like drinking black coffee. We want to add a few other little knickknacks and paddywhacks and quirks. That's what I was thinking of. Why did I say nerks? I wanted to say quirks. God, I am weirded today. Let's see. Likes getting her gloves getting scratched behind her ears. She's like a dog. She can't help it. It's one of the things she loves. How do you spell scratched? Really? Cat, I'm being dumb. I need to know how to spell scratched. There we go. I figured it out. We're talking about just if she goes to a coffee shop, she just says, I just want a regular coffee. No sugar, no cream, no nothing. Just straight coffee. That's what it is. We're not going with the whole specifics again, okay? We're not going into the specific realm of coffee beans, and we're not going Persona 5, okay? She just wants straight coffee with no cream, no sugar, no flavoring, no nothing. Just grind the beans and give her the coffee, or she'll kill you. God damn it, guys. Just let me have this. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right. So that is... Well, we got to add a couple more little things. Doesn't like her wolf form. She doesn't like to be in her wolf form. She knows she's technically strong as hell in that form. Like comparatively, she's stronger than lycanthropes are stronger than anybody in their wolf form. But she doesn't like to be in her wolf form because it makes her feel not dirty, but like unnatural. That's just her preference. Most other lycanthropes will always just be seen just randomly transforming into their wolf form. Of course, they won't do it in public because it's rude. Let's see. Doesn't like her wolf form. And this one will just be. We'll just have this one be. Likes to read manga. Of course, even in the massive space future, there's still manga. Again, these are just simple notes. Well, she's on a spaceship, so technically it's cold. And she doesn't have a lot of fur. But I mean, if you're talking about her wolf form, I think it's just more so the fact that she just feels weird. Kind of like how, like Phantom Pain. Like, you know, you're missing an arm, but you can still feel the arm is there. When she's in her wolf form, she feels detached from the world, I guess. And again, this is just, you know, her perspective of why she doesn't like to go in it. It's not so like anything specific. She just feels weird in that form. Like if she's in a fight and she knows the only way to win is to transform, she'll do it. She just doesn't like doing it unless she has to. And like, you know, the main point is last resort kind of thing. All right, so we have Fasha. So our next character is actually going to be a character I usually do last, but we're going to do this character next. And that is, if I can remember how to spell her name. And you go back to the trash. S-L-E-I Paneer. I spell that right? Sleipnir. Self-near. There we go. All right. Self-near. She's actually going to be older. She is going to actually be 59. She is a centaur. Her role in the story, she's basically an anti-hero. She's an anti-hero and an ally. Actually, let me rephrase that. She's literally somebody who tries to kill Zero multiple times and almost succeeds. She's literally an executioner for the Republic. Actually, she's a judge for the Republic. And judges in this form are basically like how they are in Judge Dredd. They are the law. They are the ones who go out and carry out the will of the people. In this case, they go around. They are the law. If they want to do something to you, they will find a reason to do it. And actually, we're actually gonna make her younger. Actually, gonna make her 46. We're gonna make her 46. Her role in the story, she's not a villain, but she is technically an anti-hero. So I guess that was right, anti-hero. And we'll put judge beside it. She's going to be the tallest person in the group, by the way. All right, so she is 7 feet, 2 inches tall, or 218 centimeters does not
Even bigger Bonkhanaga hoops. Humongous hungalonga no no logongas.
is 7 foot 2 inches or 218 centimeters tall, but that does not include the horns. She has horns on her head, a pair that stretches upwards. Actually, 2 pairs that stretch upwards. But that does not include her horns in her height. So naturally, she's 7'2". With her horns, she's at least 8 feet tall. Ow. That hurt. Wait, did I say... Hold on a minute. Did I have that wrong? All right. Well, oh, I actually do have female weight. Okay. I didn't think there'd be a 7 foot tall woman, but that's just me not realizing that that's possible. Okay, so according to Google, cake. So according to Google, a 7 foot tall woman between 198 to 242 pounds. So we're actually going to go above that, and we're going to make her 266 pounds. Now again, there is a reason why she weighs this much. She's a centaur. She's part horse. She's not like, she doesn't have a horse. Let me rephrase this. She is tall. She has horns on her head. Her body is basically made of like, her skin is basically made of like iron. Her legs are basically horse legs. They have hooves on the end instead of feet. She's literally a walking tank. Which is why I say, when Fasha transforms into her wolf form, she's equally as strong as a centaur. Which is why I say Selfnir is exceedingly strong. So she is exactly, we'll say 121 kilograms. Again, hey Demos, welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, yeah, Selfnir is literally just a fucking tank. She's tall as shit. She's literally heavy, not because she's fat, but just because of the fact that her race is inherently made of like basically walking tanks. Her hair length and color, she is blonde. Okay, chat, I need you to tell me something. Is blonde spelled with an E, or am I just stupid? Google. Is Blonde a movie? Okay, Wikipedia says Blonde. Blonde with an E is for... I'm confused. According to Wikipedia, blonde with no E is a masculine term, but blonde with an E is a feminine term. Of course, that's according to Wikipedia. right, just for my sake of my sanity, we're just gonna add the E to the end. You guys can grill me later. Blonde. And her hair. Knee length. Tied with a bow. All right, her eye color is orange. It is literally just orange. Skin. She is white. White tanned. Special characteristics. Scars across her body. One of her horns. Singular. Broken horn. Singular broken horn. Hmm. You know what? Robotic right arm. So she's got scars across her body. She's got one of her horns is broken, and she's got a robotic right arm. You definitely don't want to meet her down a dark alley. Or a bright alley. You know what? You just want to meet her at a Sears. You just want to meet her in a department store with a bunch of cops surrounding you. And hoping those cops aren't part of the Republic, because you're fucked if that's true. Personality. Impatient. 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 She's very short-tempered. Impatient. Fuck. I'm trying to think of the exact phrasing here. Impatient. Devious. Cunning. Merciless. And truthful. She's literally just evil. But she's gonna tell you to your face. Judge. Jury. Executioner. I can spell that right. All right. Her gear. Her gear, her gear, her gear. Her gear, her gear. We're getting her some gear. All right. Her gear is an energy scythe. She wields a giant energy scythe. Like I said, she's crazy. She's a judge, jury, executioner. Energy scythe. Grapple hook. No, wait. Chain hook. Nope, hold on. Nanowire chain. Nanowire grapple. I don't know. Just has to sound fancy. Has to sound futuristic technology. Okay. Nanowire grapple. Knives for days. If you get this joke, you know why. Two deployable energy shields. Personalized shield module. All right, energy scythe, nanowire grapple, knives for days, two deploy energy shields, a personalized energy shield module. Then a scythe. Wouldn't a spear-like weapon be better since she's basically a cavalry with her being a centaur? Again, she's not literally horse body centaur. Her legs are the only thing that are horse. Here, I'll actually show you guys an example because this is actually better not open that page because I'll get in trouble. This is basically what the form she'd look like, as you can see on the picture. That is basically what the form she looks like. That is why she wields a scythe. Yeah, she's not literally the lower horse body part. It's just the legs that are horse, that are horse like. She basically has a normal body. Yeah, again, she's Judge, Jury, Executioner. She's meant to literally kill people. That's why she wields a scythe. Aside from the fact that she just thinks it looks cool. But I do want to give her. We do need to give her something else. Submachine gun. Did I spell that wrong? She has a submachine gun. We don't know what type yet, but she's got a submachine gun. Yeah, hold on. Two submachine guns. There we go. She does pilot an arms unit. She is another one of the members that pilots at arms whenever she's not doing land judge, jury, and executioner stuff. High mobility. Arms unit. Of course, there's no names for these yet because I don't want to put names in right now. These things can change. But all right. So we have her gear. She's packing an energy scythe, a nanowire grapple, knives for days, 2 deploy energy shields, personalized shield module, and 2 submachine guns. She literally has a lot of ways to kill you. That's just counting all of her strategic mastermindness. All right, backstory. Backstory. This is going to be the hard part. This will be the hard part for her, mainly because trying to get it right that doesn't feel forced in the exposition of her setting to be where she is. It's good water. So the backstory. Backstory for a federation, a republic. Backstory. Da 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 da. Not much is known about her early life other than what she tells people. But what is universally known is she joined public military at the age of 19. She served in the infantry for 4 years. Before being promoted into the Republic's Inquisitor program. Which is basically what she is. She's an Inquisitor. I love how I can spell it correctly. And they're basically a judge. They're basically judge, jury, and executioners. (19, 20, 21, 22, 23). So she's 23 by the time she becomes part of the Inquisitor program. It is unknown for how long she was trained. Rephrase that. We want to make her background a bit more mysterious because we don't really want to know too much about her. I want to be able to kind of have her be able to jury rig her backstory and just make up things as she go. So she never really has a set background. Like her past and stuff can all be made up. Because again, she doesn't want people to know, and nobody needs to know, because, you know, fuck it. Wasn't. Let's see. So 19, 25, 3. So she has 7 years to 30. Wasn't until 12 years later her name popped into the mouths Republic citizens as she was named a new. She was named as the 72nd Inquisitor. All right, so 23, 35 years old. So she's 35 by this point and has been serving the Republic, doing whatever they want to make her do. She's obliged and done it all. Again, we don't want to know too much. We want to have most of her stuff just be kind of like left blank because, again, she's a blank story. She's like, she's an enigma. You don't really know what she's done, what she can do, or what she will do. She's just kind of there. Her backstory, her life, everything about her can be made up. It can be truthful. You never know because she's kind of just a blank slate who's just kind of served. But, you know, she has to have a life, but most of that life is just murder. Or it could be getting laid. It could be cooking sushi. We don't know. We don't really know. We don't know. We just know one thing. She's hot yet evil. If evil, why hot? If hot, why stick, dick, and crazy? While performing her duties in the Outer Rim, she receives notice of a new job to kill a specific target. And that is how she comes into contact with Zero and the group. Again, her backstory is meant to be really short comparatively to, you know, Fasha, who kind of has a bigger backstory, Hilda, who has a simple yet informative backstory, Alicia, who's got a lot of shit going on, you know, being that she was, you know, basically poor, grew up, liked to sing, became a songstress, then became a political after she kind of realized she didn't want to do it. Bear, who's just kind of been in the military and was like, you know what, I want to be a pilot. That's all Bear is. I want to be a pilot. And Zero's backstory, which is basically just, I was frozen in a cryopod for years. I woke up and have no idea what's going on, and I want to figure out what the fuck happened. Amazingly enough, Fasha's the one who has the most out of everybody, which is weird. I love how Fasha's somebody who's like, not even the main character has more detail. It's fine. All right, notes. What does she like to drink? What does she like to drink? black coffee. Hilda likes rum. Alicia is herbal tea. Green tea for Bear. Zero drinks chocolate milk. We have all these people who are like, I drink tea, I drink rum, I drink chocolate milk. Again, having those little quirks in a character makes it funny. Go to a bar, it's like, you got chocolate milk? We're a bar. Yes, but do you have chocolate milk? It wouldn't be fun otherwise, okay? We all know it. All right, notes. Likes to drink. What does she like to drink? Oh, nice. Are you talking about in Genshin? Right? Pretty sure you're talking about Genshin. Which is good. I like Raiden. Or Raiden. You know what? We're just going to call her Shogun because that's what they call her in the game. I refuse to call her that, though. Likes to drink. You know what? We're going to make up a name for this. Lightning Martini. It is basically a martini that is literally just filled with lightning. I don't fucking know. If you guys can give me a drink that she likes to drink that makes sense, please do. Because I can't think of anything besides tea and beer. And I want it to be something different. Like I want to be like something different. I don't know. What should she drink? I don't want to say like soda because that's just I don't know. Uh, hmm. Likes to drink. Sake. She drinks sake. Fuck it. Enjoys eating pizza. Again, we're gonna make our characters unique. Even if it's the fact that she drinks sake and eats pizza. We have the main character who will go to a bar and ask for chocolate milk, okay? We can have our villain character like to drink sake and eat pizza. These are the finer things in life. The finer things. Enjoys eating pizza. Enjoys the circus. And she likes going to the circus. Likes drinking sake, enjoys eating pizza, enjoys the circus. Hates bugs. Yeah, she's this evil killer person, but she hates bugs. Is why she usually doesn't go into the Outer Rim unless she has to, because that's where all the most of the bug shit is. Hates bugs. Oh, what else? What else? There should be one other thing I want to add. We can add one other thing to the character. One other thing. What should it be? What should it be, you guys? No, she hates bugs. Like, literally, insects. She does not like insects. Which is why she doesn't like to go to planets that are, like, inhabited by bugs. She also doesn't like gross things. She's a clean freak. You know what? That's what it is. You know what? That's her personality as well. That's part of her personality. Clean freak. She's a clean freak. She has to have things clean. She hates blood. She does whatever she can to keep things to a minimum, which makes sense for the energy scythe because it just slices off and just kind of cauterizes the blood. Still gory, but not as gory. Carries hand sanitizer. There we go. I know. It's kind of like out of nowhere with the character development. Let's cleanliness. Cleanliness. So she's impatient, devious, cunning, merciless, truthful, and cleanliness. That's why she hates bugs and she carries hand sanitizer. Again, we got to make these characters unique and a bit different. Throwing out the same tropes all the time gets a little boring. Let me save real quick as we move on to the next character. And that character is Yuna. She is 25. She is a female elf. Sorry, female red elf. She is the mechanic. She's the mechanic. She's literally the one that fixes shit. May not be the main ship, but may not be the ship yet, but she's a mechanic. All right. All right, for the height. The hell was that? Oh shit. That was my bad. I was like, what the fuck's going on? I was like, oh wait, that was the wrong chat. All right, so she is 5'7" or 170 centimeters. And the average weight we'll put her about 133 pounds, 134 pounds. Which puts her about, again, according to Google, 61 kilos. Her hair color and length. Black. Waist length. Waist length. Black hair. Their eye color. Emerald green. Didn't I put somebody else's eyes as green? Blue. Ah, bears. So I need to change bears. Dark brown. And her skin color is dark reddish. It's, you know, dark red skin. Dark red. Special characteristics. Horn on. I can spell this right. Singular horn on the left of her forehead. Singular horn on the left of her forehead. Scars on her hands. Because again, she's a mechanic, so she works with her hands. It's just that simple. That's simple. That's all for her special characteristics. Personality. Shy. Quiet. That's quiet, right? That's quite. We'll make her shy, but we won't make her quiet. Shy. Mechanical. Shy. Genius. She's exceedingly smart, which is why she's a mechanic. Inspired. Shy. We're gonna take out genius. Inspired. Creative. She's a mechanic who's shy. She gets inspired easily. She's exceedingly creative. Actually, let's change inspired to inventive. That go along with the creative. Shy, inventive, creative. What should the other one be? Shy, inventive, creative. We'll go with the basic clumsy. She's very clumsy. Occupation. She is. I'm spelling that wrong, aren't I? Wait, I spelled that right? I spelled that right. Ouroboros. Mechanic. Board. Ouroboros. Research station. Gear. She's not a fighter. She's one of the. Oh, sorry. She's another one of the non-combatants for the group. Basically, how Alicia technically isn't a combatant, nor Hilda. Technically, Fasha is a non-combatant unless she needs to get in the thick of things. She has a stun baton, smoke grenades. Oh, grenades. I was going grenades. Smoke grenades. Smoke grenades. Metal bat. She literally just has a metal bat she beats people up with. Her toolkit. And power tools. Again, she's an inventive and creative person. She'll use what she can. She does not pilot an arms unit. So she's NA on that. Alright, so that's Yuna's base info. Okay, it's starting to warm up finally, so I can take off the blanket for now until it gets colder, and I gotta put the blanket back on, and I'll be like, I'm cold again. All right, so now on to the backstory for our young mechanical female red elf. Was born to a family of elves. Was born as a twin sister and an elven family. She and her sister were cursed and cast aside. Cursed and chastised. Cursed and cast out as twins are an ill omen among elves. She and her sister were forced to fight and survive among the numerous poor the elven slums. He was able to get a education and quickly earned a scholarship and quickly earned reputation working on machines. Along with her sister, enrolled in the Imperial Academy after graduating. Sent to the Ouroboros research station as part of its security team. I know it's kind of like fast tracking scrutiny. Security. Secure. Security. There we go. I'm not stupid. Robots Research Station. I should probably add that to learn spelling. Robots Research Team. All right, I'm stretching. Okay. He has since been learning he gets tangled up in she and her sister get tangled up in a situation involving a special asset involving the transportation of a classified asset. This is how the two of them get involved with Zero and the group. Again, like I've always stated, the whole purpose of the backstory is to showcase details of their life and how they basically get situated into the story. It's less so about the whole of their lives, because that's just too much information to put down on this. We'll put that down like on a later point for maybe them. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll build up as we go. But again, the purpose is to just mainly kind of give an overview of their backstory, kind of give a start point so that we can kind of have to go with something to like refer to in their past, and kind of how they get to where they are, where they go, how they got to the place they're at, and where the story picks up for them. So again, having her aboard a research station after she graduated from the academy, because of her, inventive and genius ways, not genius, inventive and creative ways for mechanical design and engineering, she becomes part of this research station, which makes complete sense. And it will for her sister too, because thinking of it in the same form, is kind of the easy way to go about it. All right, so some notes for the character. Notes for the character. Likes to drink energy drinks. She is an energy drinker. She drinks energy drinks. Likes enjoys watching enjoys watching enjoys watching hmm enjoys reading manuals, not manuals. Manuals. Here we go. I cannot believe I forgot to spell manuals. Likes to take things apart. Take machinery apart. Carries Around a wrench. The usual trope of a mechanic. Always has that wrench at the ready. Makes sense. It doesn't need to make sense. It's just funny. Doesn't like being dirty. Carries around a wrench. Doesn't like being dirty. Simple and plain and simple. Likes to drink energy drinks. Enjoys reading manuals. Likes to take machinery apart. Carries around a wrench and doesn't like being dirty. Which is weird because she's a mechanic, so she's always getting dirty. Hence the play on words. And again, she's a very simple character. She's a mechanic. She's more of a background character that helps out the group. She's not a fighter in any form. She will defend herself if need be, but she's definitely not a fighter. She doesn't go around trying to kick ass and take names. She never really likes to see bloodshed at all. But, you know, she's a very simple character. All right, and the next character, we have Luna. She is 25. She is a female red elf. Rolling story. She is the only character who is a bona fide arms pilot. She's literally the only one who's in the main group who's a bona fide arms pilot, who's actually meant to pilot an arms unit. Not like everybody else who utilizes an arms unit because the others use it. She is the same height as her sister. She actually weighs a couple pounds less than her sister. Which we'll put at 59. But she does have the same hairstyle. Waist length. Black hair. She does have emerald green eyes. And she does have dark red skin. Characteristics. Singular. Horn. So Yuna had on the left, she has it on the right. On the right of her forehead. Final arms integration unit. Because that's the same thing Zero has. Spinal arms integration unit, they're basically the same. Personality. Loud. Combative. I am good. I am good. We are currently working. Actually, we're not going to make her combative. We're working on story characters and rebuilding the story from the previous set of stuff that I had done. And I didn't find fun, but I wanted to redo. She's a loud, talkative. Loud, talkative. Let's see, what else should we get for it? We want her to be we want her to be like one of a character. No, what's they talking about? She's loud. She's very loud. She likes to talk and yell. She's a very loud person. Um, she's a combat savant. She's literally a she's literally a walking combat strategy book. She's exceedingly good in combat. When she's using it in arms. When she doesn't fight like she's again, she's a fighter, but she's not a, you know what, yeah, cocky would make sense. She's a bit cocky. Because again, she's a pilot who's kind of never been beaten. But that's only because she's never fought somebody who's... That is true. She is arrogant. That would make sense too. But she's also respectful. She's loud. She's a combat savant. She's cocky and arrogant. But she's respectful. She understands, you know... Again, we're going to have some tropes that just kind of defeat the purpose. She's respectful when she gets her ass kicked. Because if somebody can kick her ass, she knows they've earned it. Alright, her occupation, she is literally an arms pilot. Which, an arms, for those who don't know, in this story, is basically a Gundam. Arms are basically Gundams. She's a Gundam pilot. But, you know, we're using the arms, which is an armored, robotic, mechanized suit. Arms. Go with me on this. Okay. No, not like the game. Like I said, it stands for Armored Robotic Mechanized Suit. It is just a play on the word arms, because I just couldn't think of anything that sounded fancy. Which is why it has parentheses between each of them, because it's an acronym. But I also just like doing that, because it makes more sense. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Gear. She's not a fighter, but she does know how to fight. And we'll give her some stun knuckles. She does have a pistol. And her arms unit. Because it's literally a weapon. That's part of her gear. Her arms unit is her weapon. I actually don't think I really played arms before. The female characters were hot. They were very hot. Stun knuckle, pistol, arms unit. Personalized. Energy shield module. Which is basically just saying to personalize a shield. An energy shield around her. It's terrible. I know I wouldn't. Alright, so her arms unit is actually customized. Ouroboros. I am spelling that wrong. Nope. Ouroboros. Ouroboros. Combat unit. Specialized Ouroboros combat unit. Because she's part of the research station, so she utilizes the special tech. Alright. Backstory time. Because she kind of has the same backstory partially as her sister. She's born as a thing. So we're going to grab this part. Born here in the slums. And copy, because I'm stupid. than Arms did, as Luna's gear similar to the Arms mechanic in the game? No, unfortunately. Again, Arms are just basically giant Gundams. They're basically giant machines that they pilot. So they don't do that. Or would that be hilarious? It would be very impractical in space combat. Because you never get the arms back. Unlike her sister, if I can spell things correctly, she found enjoyment in the underground no, that's unlike her sister, she found her calling in the military, especially in the arms program. She served for 3 years. So at 18, 19, 20, 21, as an arms test pilot before being... I'm not spelling this right. What the hell is this? This is us trying to write story characters. Unless you're talking about what I am, and I'm just a dragon. And apparently not know how to spell correctly. That's probably before being transferred. Technically, she's not a veteran. She hasn't actually seen, like, true war. Like, she's fought in battles, but she hasn't fought on an actual war front. She's mainly been a test pilot, so she's only done tests mainly. She's, again, she's an exceedingly skilled pilot who's never seen full-fledged engagement. Which is why she's on a research facility. Test pilot before being transferred to the Ouroboros research. Oh, well, thrill seeker. She seeks thrills basically through piloting. She likes being a pilot, an arms pilot. That's basically her thrill. As part of the arms research station, is part of the arms special program. Currently serves as a member of the research team and as a security officer. I am not able to spell correctly today. There we go. There we go. I can spell partially correctly today. Just basically sci-fi.
But now you have my
Also, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, it's basically, I guess the easiest way to describe it is Outlaw Star crossed with Star Wars crossed with everything else sci-fi. Yeah, heavily it leans towards more Star Wars slash Gundam slash. Yeah, for Alicia, there's a harder thing. Like I said, I'm gonna redo her thing probably. We're probably gonna redo Alicia's thing before we get finished. So there's a member of a research station, a security officer. And then basically kind of how it was with Yuna. Copy this, because she and her sister get tangled into a situation involving transportation of a classified asset, which how the two of them get involved with Zero and the group. So we're just going to add that to hers because it's basically the same thing. All right, so some notes for the character. So each of the characters, we usually have them drink something specific that they like to drink to kind of differentiate the character. Zero drinks chocolate milk. Bear drinks green tea. Alicia likes to drink herbal tea. Hilda drinks rum or alcohol in general. Fasha drinks black coffee. Selfnir drinks sake. Yuna is just energy drinks. And we gotta figure out what we want Yuna to drink. Written comics, and I have a rule of making sure you can introduce your main character in the first 10 pages. That is true. That is true. That is a good rule of thumb. If you can't introduce your character in X number of pages with at least a simple enough understanding, you might want to redo your character. Unfortunately, we can't do Pepsi. We could do soda. Likes to drink. What would be a fancy name for soda that isn't sparkling? You know, we're going to make it something stupid. Caffeinated. That's not how you spell it. Likes to drink caffeinated. Flavored water. Space Red Bull. No, that's the energy drinks. That goes to Yuna. Yuna likes to drink the energy drinks. She's the mechanic. She's the wired mechanic who somehow turns a clock into a machine gun. Is the situation. Likes to drink caffeinated flavored water. Nah, we'll change it. Likes to drink soda pop. You know what? No, I want to go through this. Likes to drink chocolate milk. She's gonna be the same as Zero. She likes to drink chocolate milk. There's a reason behind it. There's a reason behind it. She likes to drink chocolate milk. She's the only one that drinks the same drink as somebody else in the group. Everybody else has their own. Their fridge is full of shit. Their fridge is full of like a bunch of random shit. It is a very bad day when they're trying to decide which drink they want to drink. Likes to drink chocolate milk. Loves being... Loves... as a thing for... Sorry, I had to cough. Yeah, I have two models. I have this one and this one. This is 3.0 version of me that I was able to get. I keep forgetting that I change, and I kind of want to change a lot because I like both of the forms, and that's the whole point. Has a thing, and this is gonna be the degenerate part of me that I want to go for. It has a thing for man smell. We're gonna be dumb. We're gonna be dumb because that's what we want. I just want a moment when she's like just walking and she, you know, smells a guy. VTuber setup. Hey, you just got to start somewhere. You get a PNG and you can go from there. You can always start somewhere. How's a thing for man smell? Will explain later in story. That part is for me to just explain later in story. Enjoys her combat outfit, which is usually just a bodysuit. She likes being dirty. She's the reverse of her sister. She likes clean, but she likes, you know, pretty much. She's just like, is that man smell? That is pretty much the joke. She's like, she's going to the laundry room to throw her stuff away, and it's like, man smell. Just walk in and she's just like sniffing a bathrobe, and then you just kind of walk away. And then she chases you down because she thought it's a misunderstanding and gets a whole hilarious. That's a different story. We're getting out of context. Enjoys her combat outfit. Likes sleeping in her arms cockpit. She can literally fall asleep in her own arms unit. She doesn't like to really get out of there. Kind of like Bear. Bear doesn't like to leave his ship, but he will if he has to. An unwoken yandere. Yes, just without the desire to murder people or to stalk you to death or inflict pain. All right, let's add one more thing, one more note to this character, and then we can move on. I kind of want to draw her now. Hey, if you ever get a desire to draw it, I would love to see it. I would love to see what anybody draws, how people draw a character. Let's see, what else should we add? I want to add one more thing to her. One more thing. Preferably a negative. I want to add a negative to her character. Not so much a negative, but you know, like a dislike. Yeah, we could do that. We do the snack. Enjoys eating Pocky sticks. The reason why is because just imagining her piloting her arms in the middle of space, and the Pocky gets loose and it's just giant, very sticks flying everywhere. She has very dirty hair. I don't really want to go that route. She has black hair, so it kind of already is dirty because you can't really tell if it's clean. It's not that she enjoys being dirty. doesn't particularly care for her personal hygiene, which is why her sister has to remind her constantly to take a shower. Which can be a negative. Can be a negative. Needs to be reminded about her personal hygiene. I spelled that wrong. I spelled that completely wrong. Jesus Christ. Oh, no, there we go. Enjoys eating Pocky Sticks and needs to be reminded about her personal hygiene. She's not terrible at it. She'll clean herself. She'll take showers when she knows she smells bad. But, you know, there are times where she's just like a day or two and she just doesn't realize she stinks. All right. That is technically the main cast, the main important group for the characters. We'll go over them real quick again. We got Zero, a 32-year-old male yin, which I haven't explained what those are yet, which we can do that real quick. Human genetic mutation. This only occurs in humans. Genetic defect that affects about 1 in 1,000,000. In which a human child is born as a gender, but physically develops I cannot spell develops, god damn it. I would hope I'm thick. That'd be very dangerous. I don't want to be thin. Just imagine if I take a step, I just break my leg. Well, that would be hilarious. Who are the bad people? That's usually the main factions. I have it right here, by the way. If you can, I don't know if you can see it. The main factions and the group in the story are the Republic. They are the main enemy of the group of the story. The Federation is neutral, and the Empire is kind of the anti-hero. They're bad, but they're not completely evil. But mainly the Empire and the Republic are the ones going at it. The Federation's kind of the ones that are like, you know what, we're just gonna make money. And occasionally start battles, but you know, usually the main faction. All three of them are kind of bad, but the main one is the Republic. They are completely evil. This is Star Wars. Basically, just less trade disputes and treaties needing to be signed. But physically develops as the opposite gender. The term yin is referred to a male who I have to literally look at the other one. Developed feminine traits. I cannot spell today. I am bad at spelling. And a yang is a female who has developed masculine traits. Yeah, basically, for as I was saying before, Zero is a yin. He is a man who has basically developed feminine traits in his body. He's grown up that way. He doesn't give a shit. He usually is referred to as a female, but he's a guy. And the same is true for the opposite gender. Yangs are women who are basically developed as men. They're kind of in Zero's boat, but they might be different. Yeah, pretty much a femboy. But yeah, it's true for both genders. Yins are men who develop as female. Yangs are women who develop as men. Mainly, I just wanted a food in the story, and this was the perfect way to do it. But I wanted to be respectful in it and not just be like, oh yeah, you're a yin and you're the only one that does it. No, it's the same true for the opposite gender, which I've already had some thoughts how some of that how they're treated in the story. You know, most of them are usually looked down on, but most people don't give two shits. Yeah, it's a human genetic mutation. It only occurs in the human genome for 1 in a million. So they're very rare, but there's a lot of them. The races, there's a ton of races in the story. Human, Panthera, which are just basically cat people. Lapin, which are the bunny people. Vulpin, the fox people. Lycanthropes, they are the werewolves. Goblins, elves, centaurs, and dragons. Would there be lemon? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know what lemon means. Is it supposed to mean something specific? I don't know. I actually don't know what that means. Let me save real quick just in case. Zero is actually just a human. Zero is just a basic human. Who is the main character? They're 4'11". They're very short, 150 centimeters, 102 pounds, 46 kilograms. Knee length, white, snow white hair, amethyst colored eyes. They have a robotic left arm, leg, and a spinal arms integration unit. Which the easiest way to understand that is if you've watched Iron-Blooded Orphans, assume something like that. Assume something like the Leia Vanya system that they used in that series. Just not as... Well, it's still fucked up, but not as disturbing. Zero is a carefree, joker, and lighthearted. They're an outlaw. The backstory is, served as a guardian for most of their life during an era of peace that was quickly shoved into the spotlight of war. During the war, rumors began to spread of the Guardians' betrayal and turning traitor against the Republic. It wasn't long before the Republic denounced the Guardians and declared them all traitors. During an escape, Zero was critically injured and put into cryosleep in order to save his life. Unknown how or why, he awakes 600 years later from the damaged cryopod aboard some sort of smuggler's ship. The ensuing events lead Zero to coming into contact with Bear. It means a sex scene. Oh. Well, this is going to be more adult themed. And the fact that one of the characters is literally a prostitute, which is Hilda. She's literally a prostitute who owns her own brothel. So, we are definitely going to not be worrying about that. But yeah, so Zero is somebody who's like 600 years old technically, but frozen most of it. They wield a plasma edge katana, a guardian saber, which is basically just a lightsaber, but fancy and, not as stupid. Still as stupid. It's a lightsaber, fuck it. Personalized shield module, and a pistol. They do use an arms unit, a long-range arms unit. I haven't decided what it'll be called, or if it'll just be a mass-produced. The notes, they like chocolate milk, hates physical activity, i.e. working out, loves having sex, likes reading romance novels. Again, very basic character, but with plenty of backstory we can shove in there. Bear, he is a 39-year-old male Panthera. He is the best friend and father figure to the crew. He's 6'4", 193 centimeters, 241 pounds, or 109 kilograms. Again, the inches and stuff are all by Google. You can blame Google if it's incorrect. He's got short, spiky black hair. He has dark brown eyes. He has gray fur with black stripes across his arms and legs. He walks with a cane, has a damaged right leg, and missing part of his right ear. He's seen some shit. He's a father-like, meticulous, tactical, obsessive-compulsive disorder character. He has mild OCD. Oh, nice. I'm not into World War II as much as I used to be, mainly because space. Well, they're kind of one-dimensional, but they're kind of like separate dimensional. Of course, this is just a basic rundown to the character. We can fully flesh out the character later on. I just want to get a basic premise of each character so that we can kind of start. I'd rather not go super into detail. His occupation, he is a spaceship pilot. He grew up in a military family alongside 9 brothers and sisters and was trained since birth to join the military. He joined at the age of 19 and served until he was 35. Afterward, he got his personal and commercial pilot's license. Has since purchased his own ship and became a contracted delivery partner. During a routine job, he arrives on the space station and comes into contact with a recently awoken and escaping Zero. I kind of like shoehorned this part in, but he's basically trying to get his ship back. I didn't put this part because I thought I did, but yeah. Basically, the smuggler stole his ship, so he has to steal his ship back, and he meets Zero trying to get his ship back. Pretty much. Come up with the basic points of the character so you have something to work off of. Rather than being like, all right, here's a blank piece of paper. Time to be like SpongeBob. Spend 5 hours writing the word the. He doesn't pilot an arms unit, but he does have a cane with a hidden shotgun, the spaceship Eternal, which is his ship, a large combat knife, and he always carries around a special recipe cookbook. Nice. Yeah, you always want to try to introduce the characters and build it up without it being dumb. All right, likes drinking green tea. Says leaf it a lot. And instead of saying like fuck or anything, he just replaces it with leaf it. It's supposed to be like a censored word. It's just to kind of shoehorn it that he doesn't cuss. Doesn't like to leave his ship. Loves watching crime documentaries and likes to collect small penguin figurines. He's got little penguin figurines across his ship. It's adorable. My leg. Itchy. It's tingling. It was asleep. All right. Alicia is the female Vulpin. She is our female protagonist. She is one of the 2 races that have an exceedingly long lifespan of over about 1,000 years. She's only 372, so she's quite young. Of course, you know, in span of people time, that's old as shit. She's lived a long-ass life. She's 5'5", 166 centimeters. She weighs about 155 pounds or 70 kilograms. I find making quirks later like a character is a heartless mass-killing maniac, but loves kittens and protecting them. Yeah. Which is why I kind of like, I'm trying to not be super specific about the characters. Because being super specific kind of ruins anything you can do with the character later on. She has ankle-length pink hair, sky blue eyes, and dark sun-kissed skin. She's a very dark-skinned character. She's also a sexy fox, so she's automatically a beautiful. Because she's a fox person, so they're all beautiful. She has 8 foxtails, a pair of human ears, and a pair of fox ears. She has both ears. Her hearing is very weird. She's tsundere, royal, hot-headed, and generous. She has a very royal feel to her, but she's also hot-headed and generous. She's a Republic senator. Again, I might change this because the last part is the hard part to really shoehorn in. But she was born to a poor family in the outer territories of the Republic border and lived each day as if it was her last. She quickly learned that she loved musicals and theater and started to practice singing. By the age of 45, she had become a small celebrity in her hometown, and one day she had a senator hire her for his campaign. She quickly became a big sensation in the musical industry. By the age of 173. She had already achieved most of her dreams. She disappeared from the spotlight and many years later joined the political sphere as an activist for peace. At the age of 351, she joined the Republic Senate as the 576th member of the Senate. It is during the conference that an attack on her life takes place and she ends up getting rescued by Zero. Which again is the problem. Why didn't that redeem work? Oh fuck, I know why. Meow. 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 You motherfuckers. Meow. Meow. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop because I think I'm gonna get annoyed myself. I want to get the mouse. The mouse has been good to me. The mouse has been good to me. You hear me? The mouse has been good. The mouse has been good to us. We must respect the mouse. Not the house of mouse, just the mouse. The little tiny mouse. The other one we can burn with a stick. We can go do that. Let's go grab a pitchfork knife. You know what? Let's just grab a flamethrower. We'll go from there. But yeah, like I don't mind her backstory. Again, her being a senator makes sense, but at the same time, it's her age. It's the fact that she's 372. I've got to fill in gaps so it doesn't just seem like it's dead air. Like it's dead story. But again, I can just fill it in with backstory later on. But again, for right now, we'll keep it as is. If I go to the bathroom and I take a shower and I contemplate my story, I can probably come up with something better. But that is Alicia, our kitsune female protagonist. And then we have Hilda. She's our 53-year-old female goblin. She is the moral compass of the group, which is awkward when you consider her backstory. Not because of the backstory, just because she's technically the one person that you would not consider moral compassing from. The mouse is gone. The thighs of holiness. Did you want the feet too? Alright, so she is the moral compass of the group. She is 4 foot tall, 122 centimeters, about 75 pounds, 34 kilograms. She has ruby red, thigh length braided hair, golden yellow eyes. She has jade green skin. She has floppy pointed ears. She is thick. Quite literally thick in the thickest of the words. She's a thick person. She's a thick gal. She's fluent in many languages. I didn't put that for many characters, but she can speak a lot of languages. When you work in her profession, you got to learn the language. Her personality. She is motherly. She's very affectionate, and she's also very punishing. She's observant and comforting. Also, is this something related to D&D? No, but I wanted goblins in my story, so I said, fuck it. There's goblins in space. And elves as well. Her occupation. She is a prostitute. She grew up in a local brothery. She grew up in a local brothery. Brothel on Space Station Paradise, which is the hot spot for all your sexual desires. She quickly learned from others on how to please and act, and once she came of age, again, she learned, but doesn't mean she saw. We're gonna make this quite clear. It is a hive of sexual scum and deviancy, but they respect the age. But once she came of age, she put all of her skills to use. By the age of 22, she had been appointed as the head of a house of the house. Prostitute. As the head of the house she was living in, has continued to run and perform to this day. She runs into a spot of trouble with the Empire and calls in a favor from Bear in which Bear and Zero agree to help. Which I'm going to change this part up because technically they come to her for help. Because again, this is before I change up the fact that Bear is trying to get a ship back from smugglers. Become a pilot someday. Hilda? No, Hilda's not a fighter. She doesn't like. She just likes getting laid. Hilda's literally the person like, you know what? I'm horny. Get in bed now. Which is why she goes perfect with Zero, because Zero's horny, and she's horny, and she's a goblin. Put 2 and 2 together, and you get my desire. But no, Hilda's, Bear and Zero come to her for help because she's got contacts in places with all that she's done. While she is not a fighter, she does know how to fight. She will do whatever she can to defend herself and her town or her people. She does have a hidden blade, not so much an assassin hidden blade, but a hidden blade that she can pull out. She has a shotgun, an arm-mounted energy shield, and stun knuckles. Just remember, this goblin's packing heat. And I don't mean between the legs. She's not an arms pilot. She does not pilot in arms. She likes mainly alcohol. She likes alcohol, mainly rum. She just likes to drink sweet, sweet rum. Swears like a mother in front of a child. And by I say this, I mean she cusses as if there's a child present. So whenever she does it, she does the PG version of the cuss, or like a G-rated version. So instead of saying fuck, she says fudge nuggets. She says it, she cusses, but she always cusses as if there's a child present. You are correct. bear is not included in the harem. Bear is the best friend. Basically, it is a harem, but not everybody wants to sleep with the main character type harem. They do like the main character, but they all don't want to sleep with them. They all do want to sleep with them. I don't know what I'm saying. That's a lie. She loves sex. She likes horror. She likes horror stuff. So she likes movies, books, everything in between. She dislikes children. I had to put that in there. I don't know why. Which is strange. She swears like a mother in front of a child, but she dislikes children. She's an awkward one. All right, then we have Fasha, the character we worked on today, the first character. She's a 29-year-old female lycanthrope. She can transform into a werewolf. Her role in the story, she's an enemy to ally. She's an enemy at first, an ally later on. Pretty much. She's 5'6", 168 centimeters. She's 140 pounds or 63 kilograms. She has ash gray shoulder length hair. She has yellow eyes, which I have a lot of characters with yellow eyes. We're going to change that. We're going to change that to... You know what? We're going to change that to... Fuck. You know what? We're gonna go the usual route for this. Crimson red. She's got red eyes. She's white skinned, but she has gray fur along her spine. So like from the base of her neck. So basically if you think like the base of your neck, she's got like a massive amount of fur that goes like straight down through her spine to the base of her tail. And that's true for all lycanthropes in the story. So they have like this long strand of fur that goes, you know, hair that goes across their spine. She's special characteristics, longer than average tail. She's got a larger tail than most other lycanthropes. She has a chipped upper right fang tooth. So like one of her teeth is slightly chipped. What the gear looks like. It's hard to explain. I have some images I can show you. She has freckles. She's one of the few characters that will have a bunch of freckles. Her personality. She is commanding, headstrong, slightly aloof, and tactical. I had to add some sort of counterintuitivity to this. She is the Federation Admiral of the 5th Fleet. She's literally an Admiral of the 5th Fleet of the Federation military. Her backstory is she's a member of the Federation's wealthiest noble families. A member of the Federation's wealthiest noble families. She was fast-tracked from birth to become a symbol of the Federation's power. She was trained and taught the ways of business and strategy alongside alongside military training. She's less prideful because she realizes where she was headed. That people are basically like, you are God. And she's like, I don't want to be. So I don't really want anybody to be prideful. I mean, I get it. Prideful would be good, but she's earned her spot with it. So she's earned her place. She knows she's not anything special. Of course, the Federation continuously begs to differ on that fact. Of course, again, these are just basic points. We can change it up and mix it up as the story progresses. And as I fuck up how these characters will act, and we can change it up later. But again, this is just the base point. We're not going to get too into the details. And I don't want to fuck up my own mind by making a character completely crazy and so forth. She's pretty much humble. But she, alongside military training, by the age of 14, she had already created, funded, bankrupted, and bought multiple businesses and passed her military entrance exam. Once in the military, she was immediately promoted to Admiral of the 5th Fleet. She spent the next 5 years proving her worth on numerous battles and command missions, earning her the nickname Lone Wolf. Her and the Fifth are currently located on the outer rim of the universe on command by the Federation's Council. During a routine patrol, she comes across a ship that is how she enters into the story. That ship is basically the Eternal, as it's getting into a firefight or some shit. I don't know exactly what's going to happen. But yeah, basically she comes across the Eternal in a fight and decides to either attack or save them. Which we don't know yet. We aren't in that point. We haven't got to the point. All we know right now is that they're there. Whenever they get to that point. All right. Her gear. The entire Fifth Fleet. Which I should probably add. 32 ships. 32 warships. She has 32 warships under her command. The entire Fifth Fleet. 2 pistols, a combat knife, a plasma katana, personalized energy shield module, and a gauntlet. Which is always on her hand. She's basically wearing a gauntlet. Not like a giant metal gauntlet, but more like something that can help fight without needing to be heavy or worn. Alright, it's blanked out. Her arms unit is an Admiral Combat Class Arms Unit. She's literally an Admiral Combat Class Arms Unit, which is basically just an arms unit specifically made for admirals. No specifics on how that is. Kind of like a power glove. Less so and more so just a very thick glove that she could punch people with. Notes. She likes drinking black coffee, loves getting scratched behind her ears, doesn't like her wolf form, and likes to read manga. We gotta have those little moments in there. Alright, and my favorite horse character, Selfnir, a 46-year-old centaur. Her role in the story, she's an anti-hero and a judge, quite literally later on. She's 7 foot 2 inches tall, 218 centimeters, but that does not include her horns. So her height does not include her horns. If you include her horns, she's about 8 foot or a little over 8 feet tall. She weighs about 266 pounds or 121 kilograms. She has knee length, tied with a bow hair, blonde. She has orange eyes, white skin. She has scars across her body. She's literally seen some shit. She's one of the few characters who has literally seen combat on a regular basis. One of her horns is broken and she has a robotic right arm. One of the only 2 characters in the story main group that has a robotic arm. Which definitely put Yuna in her place when she works. She's impatient, devious, cunning, merciless, truthful, and cleanliness. She does not like making a mess. She is a Republic Inquisitor, meaning she is a judge, jury, and executioner. She is basically Judge Dredd. Just really sexy. Not much is known about her early life other than what she tells people. But what is universally known is she joined the Republic military at the age of 19. She served in the infantry for 4 years before being promoted into the Republic's Inquisitor program. It wasn't until 12 years later her name popped into the mouths of the Republic citizens, as she was named as the 72nd Inquisitor. While performing her duties in the Outer Rim, she receives notice of a new job to kill a specific target, and that is how she comes into contact with Zero and the group. She is mainly sent to kill Zero, which is literally how she joins. She goes to try to kill Zero, and, you know, anti-hero, enemy, so forth. Her gear, she has an energy scythe, a nanowire grapple, and if anybody gets this joke, please, for the love of God, say it in chat. Knives for days, 2 deployable energy shields, personalized shield module, and 2 submachine guns. If anybody gets the knives for days joke, please tell me. Her arms unit, she is one of the people that does have an arms unit. So it's Zero, Fasha, Selfnir, and Luna. 4 units. She has a high mobility arms unit. Basically, it's meant for quick maneuvering to take out targets fast as possible. She likes to drink sake. She enjoys eating pizza. Enjoys the circus. Hates bugs. And carries hand sanitizer. And then we have Yuna, our 25-year-old female red elf. She is the mechanic of the group. She is 5'7" or 170 centimeters. She's 134 pounds, 61 kilograms. Waist length black hair, emerald green eyes, dark red skin. She has a singular horn on the left of her forehead and scars on her hands, mainly from working as a mechanic / inventor. Yes, but that's not the joke that I'm going for. There's an actual joke that somebody makes from a specific abridged series. Sorry. She is shy, inventive, creative, and clumsy. She is the mechanic aboard the Ouroboros Research Station. Born as twin sisters in an elven family, she and her sister were cursed and cast out as twins, are an ill omen among elves. She and her sister were forced to fight and survive among the numerous poor in the elven slums. She was able to get an education and quickly earned a reputation in working on machines. She, along with her sister, enrolled in the Imperial Academy, and after graduating, were sent to the Ouroboros Research Station as part of its security team. She and her sister get tangled up in a situation involving the transportation of a classified asset, which how the two of them get involved with Zero and the group. So basically, they get involved by accident. Shit happens. Zero and them, Zero, Bear, and Hilda, and whoever else I have with the group at the time, get involved with, Yuna and Luna, and you know what? That's why I was finding it weird. Her name's not Luna; it's Lulu. No wonder why I was finding the name weird. It's Yuna and Lulu, not Yuna and Luna. Sorry. But yes. That's how they meet Zero. They're basically, doing their normal thing, get involved by accident, and bam. They are part of the group. She's not a fighter. She's definitely not a fighter, but she will strike you. She has a stun baton, tons of smoke grenades, a metal bat, her toolkit, and her power tools. She does not have an arms unit. She does not pilot an arms. She likes to drink energy drinks, enjoys reading manuals, any kind of manual. If it has a manual in it, she wants to read it. Likes to take machinery apart, carries around a wrench, and doesn't like being dirty. Which is the opposite of her sister. Then we have Lulu, a 25-year-old female red elf. She's an arms pilot, 5'7", 170 centimeters, 130 pounds, 30 to 59 kilograms. Waist length black hair, emerald green eyes, dark red skin. Singular horn on the right of her forehead. She also has a spinal arms integration unit similar to Zero, which is why she's one of the very good skilled pilots. Of course, she was a good skilled pilot before that. That was part of the research program that they did to her. Her personality, she's loud. She's a combat savant, cocky, arrogant, but respectful. Her occupation, she is, of course, an arms pilot. She is the only member, again, of the 8 people who's an actual arms pilot. The only one certified to actually be a pilot. I say certified, but she's the only one that's physically the occupational of an actual arms pilot. I just say that because Selfnir and Zero And Fasha, well, Fasha technically is an arms pilot, but she's, an admiral, so that's a different story. But she's the only one that actually has a position as an arms pilot. Born as a twin sister in an elven family, her and her sister were cursed out as cast out among elves. She's forced to fight among the side of employ the elves' slums. Yeah, the same as her previous sister. Unlike her sister, she found her calling in the military, especially in the arms program. She served 4 years as an arms test pilot before being transferred to the Ouroboros Research Station as part of the arms special program. She currently serves as a member of the research team and as a security officer. She and her sister get tangled up in a situation involving the transportation of classified asset, which how the two get involved with Zero and the group. Again, that's just how it goes. She's technically not a fighter, but she does know how to fight. She's not particularly fond of hand-to-hand or utilizing anything outside of an arms because she likes to fight using her giant mech. She's got stun knuckles, a pistol, an arms unit. Her arms unit is part of her gear. It's literally her life. If she doesn't have it, she's kind of lame. And then a personalized energy shield module, which is basically just like a shield that deploys around them, kind of like, think like Halo. You shoot the mask, you shoot the chief, you should have an energy shield. That's basically what a personalized energy shield is. They wear it on them and it protects them from gunfire and specialty fire. The mounted shields are different. They are like deployable shields. Is the easiest way to understand that. Her arms, a specialized Ouroboros combat unit. Since it's from the research facility, she's, meant to wield it. And that's why it's a research unit / combat unit. She likes to drink chocolate milk. Has a thing for man smell. We'll explain later in story. Enjoys her combat outfit. Likes sleeping in her arms cockpit. Enjoys eating Pocky Sticks. And needs to be reminded about her personal hygiene. Because she is a very forgetful person. I'm liking it. I'm liking the characters. None of them felt forced. Which is a lot better than the last couple of sets of characters that we did. Version 1 and 2. This set of characters really feels more natural to me. Rather than kind of forced. Aside from Alicia, which we may need to workshop next week. Aside from Alicia, every one of the characters feels organic. In some fashion on how they meet up. Like Bear and Zero, the story starts with them. Starts with Bear trying to get his ship back. Encountering Zero somehow. I kind of have an idea how Bear meets Zero. Aside from just being you're wandering the ship. No, there's actual specific way I want to try to think about doing it. I need to think about it a little bit more before I solidify if that's what I'm going to do. But yeah. So, Bear and Zero, they meet, start story, best of basically friends because of a situation. So yeah, Zero and Bear meet naturally. Alicia is may take some work if we're gonna do it this way, but it excuse me, it makes sense if Bear and Zero are just trying to sorry, I got the hiccups, are kind of just going to a place, and due to the event that Alicia's at, there's an attack, but at the same time I don't really want to just do that. So we're probably gonna workshop Alicia's backstory and maybe even occupation next week. Hilda, she's very basic in how she is. She's a prostitute on a space station that's known for sexual desires. So she's easy, and again, Baron Zero coming to her for help first makes a lot more sense than her calling them. Especially because, like I said, Baron Zero, Bear comes to get his ship back because smuggler stole it. Zero's there because they're somehow, the cryopod they're in somehow is on a smuggler ship. So Barrow meets Zero, Bear team up together. He got off the ship and Bear's thing. They go to Hilda for help because Hilda has connections because, you know, people talk. When you're getting plowed, somebody's talking. You got to work that money. You got to work the things. You hear things that people don't usually hear. So she's got connections. So they go to Hilda for help because she's got some connections. Which can lead them on a path to come into contact with Fasha, as the connections that Hilda has leads them to wherever Fasha's located, or at least passing Fasha. Which then in turns, you know, could lead them to the Ouroboros station, which makes sense actually, because you think about this, you think of Baron Zero escaping, coming into contact with Hilda, Hilda giving them some information, or getting into contact with somebody on the Ouroboros station for where Yuna and Lulu are. So they you know, Hilda joins them for whatever reason, because, you know, we have to have that happen. Or not yet. You know, again, this is just how the characters are introduced and meet from a quick perspective. Baron Zero, smuggle off the ship, get the ship back, meet Hilda. Hilda guides them in the way with some contacts to go to the Ouroboros station. On the way, they get attacked. Fasha comes in and saves them. They meet Fasha from the Fifth Fleet. Kind of learn that they're not really allies, but not so much enemies. They go to the research station to get whatever lead they had for whatever reason. They come into contact with Yuna and Lulu as they're getting in, you know, with a classified asset. Shenanigans ensue. Yuna and Lulu join the group. Then they go to Alicia, which could trigger Selfnir. Like that's just a very basic overview that could start the entire meetup of the group. You know, it would take time for the characters to be introduced. Of course, this isn't just a one book series. This would be like maybe 1 or 2 books. I don't fucking know. I could probably fit it all into one book if I wanted to do it. I don't know. We haven't written it yet. We haven't started writing it. We don't know how we're going to progress. But again, this is just a thought. But again, Baron Zero, meet, go to Hilda. Hilda meets them. Hilda sends them to Yuna Lulu. Yuna and Lulu send them to Elise, or, you know, Baron Zero go to Hilda. Hilda sends them to Yuna and Lulu. On the way to Yuna and Lulu, they meet Fasha. Fasha says, you guys are okay. They go back. They go to Yuna and Lulu. Yuna and Lulu, they go to Alicia. Alicia comes in. Selfnir comes in to murder Zero, etc., etc. So we have a general idea currently, with everything set up right as it is now, with some minor tweaks that I haven't added yet. With some minor tweaks added now, that we have a way for all of them to meet that sounds organic in a way that doesn't force anything down. So we do have some connection for the characters. We do have some naturally organic flowing methods of how they're going to all meet. And it doesn't feel forced in any way. For me, it doesn't. To others, it may. It's going to happen. There's no... It's all coming together. Shut up, phone! I need to check what that was. Hold on. Oh, it's just a email. I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, it's just a good general build. And currently, None of it feels forced. Let's switch scenes real quick. Let me switch in scenes so we can just chat for a few minutes before we head off for the day. Because while I'd love to continue talking, unfortunately, I have to get ready for bed soon. But I definitely did enjoy this. I did heavily enjoy doing some more story build with all of you guys. Again, you guys have been very helpful for me, helping me out with chatting and talking with me and giving me some good ideas, bouncing off ideas with you guys. I want you all to know that. Because, again, without you guys, some of these ideas wouldn't even come true. And again, we haven't gotten into the actual... What the fuck? Why am I getting all the notifications today? Shut up, PlayStation. You can talk to me later. But no, like, we don't have the story yet. We don't have anything. We just have the characters. We have some details of, you know, some details of the world. The main faction, the three main factions, the Republic, the Federation, and the Empire. We have the main races, the humans, Panthera, Lapin, Vulpin, Goblin, Elves, Centaurs, and Dragons. I don't think I'm missing any. I think that was all of them. And then we have, you know, the human genetic mutation, which is the male, which is the yin and the yang, which, you know, is basically just for my desire to have a male character, for a main character with boobs and a penis. Well, yeah, we made progress. We got the main cast done. Again, we technically only need to maybe change Alicia's backstory. Right now, it makes sense. It makes decent sense if we introduce her later on rather than start. But you usually want to introduce the main female lead early, but you know, I don't think it needs to be too early. There's no real reason why it says, you know, this character needs to be introduced then, but either way, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. It'll work. It'll be done. It will do it to it. Whether I know what I'm saying or not doesn't matter. I've already said it. But what I was talking about earlier, earlier in the stream, concerning Power World. For right now, I know there's a bunch of controversy surrounding it, mainly from the AI department, about how a lot of people are concerned that they used AI to create the designs for the characters. I don't believe they did. I just feel they copied. But if they did, I'm going to be pissed just because I was like so close to enjoying it. But again, it's the fact that they just now started talking about it after the release than before when, you know, they were sending out all the designs. But again, that's just my personal thing. The game's fun regardless. I will probably play it and stream it more. I may be hated by the rest of the world. I don't know. But I do enjoy it. However, tomorrow, for those interested, tomorrow's stream will be Final Fantasy XIV. I will either be doing more random shenanigans to grind for our much needed items, or it will be with a friend, with Ava Morn. They may be joining us again for a stream to play the game and level up more. We might have another friend joining us. I'm not sure about that one. They don't like to be on stream, and I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. So if I ever have a friend who doesn't want to be on stream, I'm happy to not stream when we play with them. Because again, I don't want to force anybody to, because that's just rude. So there might be at least just me playing it. I might have Ava Morn come in and join us if they would like to. If not, again, it'll just be me grinding away for those 500 tomes that I need to get the upgrade, and then the 1,500 more I need to do for the last upgrade. But we won't get into that right now because that's just a whole nother story. But concerning this week, because this week has a game coming out on Friday that I have to go pick up. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to stream on Tuesday. And I might stream on Wednesday. Tuesday and Wednesday morning I might stream. And then Friday and Saturday will be no streams. As we prepare for next week, which will be a lot of Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, by the way. So, be prepared for some impromptu streams on Tuesday and Wednesday. I say impromptu, but I'll probably have them up and ready by Monday. I say that, but I probably won't. Prepare for an impromptu stream on Tuesday at least, because I won't have a way to set it up on time. Wednesday will probably be more of a planned stream. I'm not sure what we'll do on Wednesday, but we'll have something up for Wednesday. But yes, tomorrow, Monday, will be Final Fantasy XIV. Alone or with friends, we will find our way. And then Tuesday, I'm probably just going to play Power World because I want to play it. And maybe we can get some more people who can join in the Power World fun if they would like to join. If not, it'd just be me. Either way, I don't know. Could be you. Could be me. Carl, is it going to be you? Carl said no. So I just wanted to say thank you, everybody, for coming today, for joining me, for chatting with me, for helping with the story. You guys don't realize how helpful you guys are. From just bouncing off simple ideas to telling me really crazy things that I'm like, no, and it works out in the end. Either way, thank you guys so much for helping me. We will have more story time, story rebuild next week. Next Sunday, we will have story rebuild. Bring back again. Once the rebuild is done, as in the base characters, descriptions, and some other stuff, we'll actually work on story work. Novel work. I don't know. We'll figure a name out for that one. But story rebuild is just the rebuilding of the story for the characters, etc., etc., until we can get a suitable standpoint for, background details, just so to help me to bounce off so that we can actually begin writing said story. So again, we maybe have one or two more story rebuilds, and then we can probably move on to the actual story work. Until then, we got some more work to do. But again, thank you guys for helping me out today. Thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for just in general coming to check me out, whether you lurked, chatted, checked out and ran. I don't know. Bought a pizza that you didn't share with me. I'm sad because you didn't share a pizza with me. How dare you not share your pizza with all of us? Don't share it with me. I had a lot of pizza last week and I don't want it anymore. But thank you all for coming. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for chatting, lurking, everything in between. I am Setsuna Fox. And I am also Setsuna Fox. I will buy one. You do that. You buy that pizza and eat it all up. Don't leave any for me. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. I need to get ready for bed because I'm actually really tired. I just now realized my eyes are burning. I don't remember them burning. Okay. Yeah, I gotta go. Thank you guys. I hope you all have a good day. Enjoy your days. If it's starting out, enjoy it. Hopefully it's a good one. If it's ending, enjoy it. Go sleep. Watch porn. Play games. I don't know. Do something. I'm horny. So I don't know what else to say. Bye. I'm kidding. Bye, everyone. Thank you. Bye.